Happy 420. Welcome back to TAMBAAAAY TV. I'm your host. Pal Fardo.
I'm Ali Peak.
And I'm Willie Wilson. I'm very happy to be here again.
Wow.
Come on, you guys gotta know where that's from. I'm very happy to be here.
Can you explain to me?
Anybody?
Can you explain
Coming
to
to
me
America? No? Coming to
What?
America?
Coming to America? Yeah,
No?
yeah. Of course I know.
Yeah,
Which
remember
part is
when
that,
he was
though?
watching the basketball game and the chick was rubbing on him? He stood up? No? Okay.
I don't remember that part.
He's like, yes!
Ah, yeah, and it was the wrong time. It was like,
Yeah, I am very happy. It was halftime.
I am. What's his name? I remember Sami. What's his name? I am Ali. Was he Prince Ali?
Yeah.
No.
Prince?
No. What's his name? Eddie Murphy's name.
Eddie Murphy, Hakeem, Prince Hakeem.
Prince Hakeem.
Hakeem.
Yeah.
I am
And
Prince
then
Hakeem.
Semi was
Semi
his
is-
homie.
Yeah.
They're coming up with a part 2, right?
They are.
So
It's coming back.
What
Coming
actors
back
they
to
got?
America. Right? I think that's
Oh,
what it's gonna be.
all I know is Wesley Snipes is in it. That should be funny.
Man, I miss Wesley Snipes, bro.
You remember seeing Nick Fury in there? Samuel Jackson?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
He's
was
the
a
one
bum.
that he robbed the McDowells.
Yeah, he was the one where he uses a mop to kick his ass.
Yeah.
On you rhinoceros something.
I don't remember. Wait, explain. Who knows the significance of 420? One of the significant things that happens, or what? Why 420? Why that's a big thing
I don't know.
for people?
Fill me in.
No, I'm asking you. Do you know?
I have no idea.
Ali, do you know?
Is it a Filipino holiday?
Don't know.
It's a smokers' holiday, one, and it's also I didn't want to admit that. I wanted that to come from you. None of you guys bit, so I'm gonna fucking say it. It's a
I don't really partake.
stoner
So.
thing, and it's also Hitler's birthday.
Mm.
Yeah, Hitler's
Speaking
birthday.
of speaking of
Oh,
speaking
Hitler's
of Hitler,
birthday?
Speaking of Hitler,
Hitler, huh?
Are you gonna segue it? You're gonna bring it there?
hey, yeah, we can segue into a
Go
movie
for it.
that Ali finally just watched, so just saw today.
Do we get into that already,
Sure.
Ali? You ready? You
Get
fresh
right
as
into
shit.
it, yeah.
Late
So
as
I
shit
finally
too.
Ready?
finally saw Superman Red Sun.
Oh,
And
so
I
there's
have-
gonna be a
Hey,
spoilers
hey,
review, okay? Spoilers from here on out.
Spoilers review.
Spoiler alert.
Because
So,
we did talk about it last time, spoiler free. But now that
Yeah.
Ollie's seen it, let's go burn that shit down. What did you think, brother?
you know what? I'll be honest with you. It was enjoyable, but I don't think I'd want to see it again.
Okay, why?
Well, I just think because I don't know. I'm so used to seeing. I wasn't used. You know what it reminded me of towards the end? It reminded me of Captain America and Iron Man. That's what it reminded. I mean, with Lex Luthor in that looked like an Iron Man suit to me.
Yeah, that's super soon.
Battling Cerebro. You know, I don't know. I just it didn't resonate with me. It wasn't a mind blowing type of cartoon.
Really?
Matter of fact, in some cases, it kind of confused me.
Like which parts confused
but-
you?
Well, just Batman. I understand what Batman represented, but Batman's supposed to be someone that's supposed to be a good guy. At least Wonder Woman in this whole movie represented something that was good. Of course, I get the whole Jordan thing with Green Lantern.
Lanterns.
And even after that,
Wait, which part are you confused? Answer the question. Which part is confusing? The Batman.
I'm answering the question right now. Like going from Green Lantern and all these people go and attack. They go attack the Soviet Union. All right. So all of a sudden, Cerebro convinces Superman,
Not
Cerebro, whatever the fuck. I mean, it didn't. He reminded me of Reminded me of MODOK from Marvel.
Brainiac, I know.
The brain head.
So he should, they show up. They show up to the White House. There's no military troops there. Okay, they explained that a little bit, and then he just got to Lex Luthor just got to attacking Superman in the Soviet Union. Okay, and they show up there, and then he has this conversation with Lois Lane. I mean, you would think that Lex Luthor would at least be like, "Hey, what are you doing here?" and be on the defenses,
So what's confusing about that? Which part was confusing?
Well, keep in mind that Lex is the smartest man on the planet.
Yeah, he's got it calculated. He was expecting.
So it was all planned. It was all planned out. But go ahead.
Okay, fine. But you know what? I didn't like it. I didn't like the movie. Yeah. So
you're entitled to your own. You're entitled to your own.
Which parts didn't you like then? Before we go
on.
I didn't love it.
I thought. I'll tell you what I thought was interesting. I thought that
the concept.
The content from a standpoint that now Superman's on the other side,
right?
And that that was really interesting to me. Mm-hmm. I mean, it represents a lot of what's going on right now, what's gone on throughout history. There were some what do you call it? Some politically correct things in that movie. I mean that the cartoon, you had the black vice president becoming the president, eventually taking over Lex Luthor's. I'm so used to seeing Lex Luthor as a bad guy, and I did like the correlation with history timeline. That was pretty cool. The way that they introduced JFK into the whole mix,
right?
And what they had found. There's a lot of history that surrounds Lincoln County. Well, first of all, that's an historic landmark. There's a lot of connection with Abraham Lincoln, the former president of the United States, and then that's over there in New Mexico, and we all know about what happens in New Mexico. There's a lot of experiments. There's a lot of testing in New Mexico. There's a lot of stuff that goes on over there, especially with extraterrestrial type, theories and whatnot. So that made sense to me.
Right.
I would have liked to see more. I didn't want Batman to. I was kind of disappointed. I mean, it was cool. It was cool. And then of course, Kryptonite. Except it was the red sun. It was the red light, or whatever you want to call that.
Which does the same thing.
That weakened.
It takes away his powers.
Took away his powers. Yeah. Yep. So.
Mm-hmm. You know how that is. Because in Krypton,
that's the sun from Krypton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why they're all normal on Krypton, is because of the sun. And here, when Superman.
Remember when Zod and all his homies came to Earth, and they all of a sudden were like, "Oh shit, we fucking got powers."
Yeah.
They were like, they wanted to dominate.
Willie, hit it. What you
were saying? So the biggest thing that stood out to me on what Ali said was, he's so used to seeing Superman as the good guy. Superman is supposed to be the good guy. I
said I'm so used to. Sorry, Willie. I'm so used to seeing Lex Luthor as being the bad guy.
Okay, same thing. But then again, it's kind of like he had his moments where, especially at the end, he had his moments. Yeah, where he was a good guy. Yeah. So Superman, to me, starts out as the good guy, right? He takes down Stalin, and then all throughout the movie, he's so stuck in his ways, just the same way he is when, the original Superman. Truth, justice, instead of the American way, it is now truth, justice, and the Soviet way, which is, this is his ideology. So from his perspective and from his countrymen's perspective, he's the good guy.
Yeah.
He's not committing any crimes. Now, who is the bad guy all throughout the movie? Who's the guy that keeps on attacking and consistently on the offensive?
Yeah.
It's Lex. So Lex finds the alien, the Green Lantern alien,
forms a lantern corpse on Earth, and then
his name.
Abin Sur attacks. Same thing. And you talked about Lex's suit. In the regular comics, Lex has that suit. It's called his war suit, and that's the suit that he uses to fight against Superman.
Always.
So it just always. It's powered by kryptonite, and it's supposed to be the anti-Superman suit. It just so happens that it's because it's a twist. He uses it to fight against Brainiac. Now, the part you were talking about with Brainiac, what might have been confusing for a lot of people is that, and it was explained in the movie about how Brainiac attacked, lost on purpose, pretended like he was the servant and was serving Superman, where in actuality,
no. The way I got Superman. Sorry, bro. Sorry to cut you, but the way I got that was Brainiac really lost. It was him. You know what I mean? He really lost to Superman. He didn't do it intentionally. He was just biding his time for a W.
To me, you know what I mean? Yeah. To me, why I think he did it on purpose was because how easily his shield came down the first fight, unless he had time to remake his shield, because Superman couldn't do shit against that shield in the second fight when they were over the White House.
Yeah, that's true.
It took Lex. Doing his brain stuff to get through that shield.
True. That's true.
But that's why I was like, okay, if it's taking him this much effort just to break through the shield, the first time it must have been a fluke. He must have let him win. But
the way I got it is that since he was close to Superman, he learned how he thinks. He learned, you know what I mean? That's the way I saw it.
That's another way of looking at it.
When it's crucial, it's my time to shine. Remember in Game of Thrones, I forget which character said it, when he said, this blah 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 sea creature pretends it's dead, and then waits for his prey to be vulnerable, and then snaps back and hits him.
I think that was what's the name's uncle, Reek's uncle.
Yeah, that dude.
Yeah, he came and wanted to marry Cersei.
Yep. There you go.
Yeah, I forgot his name. But no, I can totally see where Ali's coming from. Because he's an OG. He's so used to seeing Superman in a certain way.
But that's the thing. It's a twist. It's a different.
Yeah, that's why I was able to, as you can see behind me, I got President Lex behind me. So I was able to kind of brace myself for this alternate reality, and I enjoyed all the factoids that they had in there, the little history. What I wish is that the timeline could have been stretched, that we could have got up into the Cold War.
Didn't they get to the Cold War? They went past the Cold War, didn't they?
No, I think we're talking about like Mikhail Gorbachev time, right?
Maybe.
The Cold War further into that.
The Cold
War,
the
Cold War, there were people weren't. It was all covert. It was all covert stuff and spy stuff. With this one, it was all just full on. We're attack. That's what it was. But what Ali said about the Batman one, Batman as a terrorist, I think they could have done a little bit better with that one.
Me too. I agree with that. Plus, this is trivia. This is one of the few times that Superman wins against Batman. Because I think, if I remember...
What I'm saying is, when you grow up in the Western world, a lot of what this cartoon had to do with was a lot of the issues that we struggle with today. We have this ideal of another country, and let's just say that we're thinking about you and I really are from the United States, and we're thinking about countries like Iran, thinking about North Korea, we're thinking about China, and you've heard me say things about China and my concerns about China for quite some time now, and even Russia. Even though Russia is no longer the Soviet Union, when you hear Putin's name or you hear Russia, us being as Westerners, we have this sort of defensive mechanism that turns right on right away. And, why is that? a lot of it has to do with what we've been fed ever since we were a little kid.
So Ivan Drago was taking
sides are
steroids.
victims of this in this cartoon, especially Superman.
Fucking
So
Ivan,
I mean,
man.
it was really significant. But I think that,
and he killed Apollo.
I think that what's interesting in all this is just AI is something that is much of concern in today's age. I mean, you saw how the strongest and most powerful person on the planet, okay, was manipulated.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's scary to me. That's scary to me. I mean, this thing,
level intelligence.
This thing convinced Superman that he needs to go to the White House and attack the president of the United States head on. You know, this type of shit can be around the corner for us.
Didn't you like it that it showed you that?
I liked it, man.
Didn't you like it that you don't like it because it kind of scares you? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm saying that. I mean, I'm trying to look at positives right now for the movie.
Let me cut you off real quick. Were you ever in a position where you knew what was going to happen next in the movie?
That's another good question.
Not really, but I mean, I thought they could have done better with what they surprised me with. Just like, I mean, going to your point, Batman, I was shocked that it was Batman blowing up shit. Yeah. And I was disappointed that we didn't see more in depth of his character, why he was doing that. He's explained briefly, but I wanted to see more of his history, you know. But then again, it's about Superman.
Yeah. But I mean, he pretty much explained why he was doing it. I didn't need any more explanation. He was like, free will. The people need free will.
No, but
it turned out that
but then again, it's all about perspective. It's all about perspective. You know, he thinks he's doing the right thing because he hasn't been able to get the attention of the government. Superman feels like he's doing the right thing. What I didn't like about Lex Luthor is even back then, his moral compass has always been screwed up. You saw the arrogance in his eyes when they first introduced his character, and you saw him laid in bed with Lois Lane. Now all of a sudden he just flips. Now he's this good guy. I mean, you saw what he did with that dead alien. He just cut the finger off.
Yeah, so I didn't see him as a good guy, bro.
President Kennedy said it himself. He's like, you know what that probably means to you is that you're going to take over this whole operation. I mean, he was arrogant. Not like Tony Stark, arrogant.
Yeah, he was still a bad guy.
Yeah, me too. That's how he struck me as a bad guy still too. It's like everything
all the way until the end. All the way until the end.
He's always been like that for me.
Just at the very end, his whole purpose for helping Superman, it was still self-serving. He still had to do it.
In that speech that he made, you know, it's supposed to be a feel-good type of speech, but you listen to some of the words that he said. He started to sound a lot like Superman earlier in the movie.
But
I don't know if people picked that up.
It's like for show. For me,
but they didn't explain it. They didn't explain that. I didn't see that. All I saw was Lois Lane noticing Superman in the crowd, and they kind of like, smirked at one another. Superman seemed like he's cool with everything.
Yeah.
I get it.
So from those points, it's kind of inconsistent. You know?
Yeah, I can.
Then again, it's a cartoon. You really don't have enough time to go into depth, or maybe you do. They just didn't do it.
Me from being nitpicky, and don't get me wrong, I loved it a lot. But my nitpick is this is a what if story, okay? You settle your parameters, right? It's Superman. You remember? You ever heard that saying of the chaos theory that a butterfly flips its wings and there's like a storm or like a tidal wave at the other end of the world? Chaos theory, right? Have you ever heard of that?
No.
You've never. Oh, that's the chaos theory. Is a small change in one place could be like a tidal wave in another. So that's how I look at this. That's chaos theory. That's the basic of it. So when a butterfly flaps its wings, there's a tidal wave at the other end of the world. Anyway, so in relation to Superman, your premise was that his ship gets diverted to the USSR or Russia, right? My question is, how come Bruce Wayne is there? Bruce Wayne should be in Gotham still. You know what I mean? All of a sudden, Bruce is Russian too. You take out Bruce, everyone else is consistent. Yeah. Princess Diana is still from Themyscira. I mean, every shit gets
still from the United States.
What?
Hal Jordan is still from the United States.
Right. Everyone else is from the United States.
Luther and Lois, they're both from the United States, except for Batman.
Exactly, right? That was my complaint. So me too. So when I say I didn't appreciate the Batman part, that's where I was like, we didn't need him there.
Yeah, I didn't.
I get it.
100%.
He's a draw, but let's have Soups have his day, So if you look at it, if you take him out,
and then he killed himself. Right?
Yeah.
Batman would have never done that. He would have never killed himself.
That's against character too. He was acting out of character to serve Superman, who for me was still acting in character. You said something interesting this morning. You said you didn't know because you were in the middle of watching it, and you said something awesome. You said, "What did you say? You don't know if I could trust this guy because he's a commie." You said that earlier, right?
Oh, I said that, or
you said that this morning. You said you don't know how to feel. You just started it. You're like, you don't know how to feel if you could trust Superman.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's Superman
because you're so used to anything that has to do with the Soviet Union, anything that has to do with communism is bad in your mind. But
I get it.
Yeah, I mean that means just being brainwashed throughout your entire life. That's something that you make that mistake of doing. So.
Will you get that feeling also? You get
yeah, because traditionally they're cheaters. Historically, they're cheaters. Even up to the latest, the Summer Olympics, was it? Where they were caught doping?
Well,
that's true. I heard that too.
If you look at
it was under orders of the president.
Ivan Drago's been doing that, bro.
Yeah,
since Rocky fucking
man.
I think that's a little one-sided.
Steroids, man.
I think it's a little one-sided. The United States has been doing it for years. They've been doing it for ages.
What doping?
Did you see what they did to Rocky? You see, they made Rocky lift logs and train in the snow when Ivan Drago was in that cushy gym. Why didn't they let Rocky have a nice gym?
It's interesting that you bring that movie up because it's very similar to what we watched just now. Someone's perspective. We knew Sylvester Stallone's perspective and his views and his concern on the whole Cold War, and
you can change
how we felt about.
I can change. You can change.
Yeah, I mean it's not that easy.
Change. We all can change.
Yeah.
I love that. Overall, what do you give it? 1 to 10. 1 to 10, Ali.
Oh, it's a good one.
I probably maybe give it about a 6 or 7. About 7.
That's pretty. That's good. 7. That's high for the way you were talking about.
Yeah, no, he's pretty forgiving, bro. To him, but I know him. To him, that's low. For him, that's.
I was expecting more. I'll be honest with you. I was expecting more. I was expecting a lot more. But it's a good little twist. It's interesting. Yeah. But
that's low by his standards. 6 or a 7. 6 is very low.
Really.
Yeah.
That's something. He'd give Rise of Skywalker. That's.
the tearing down the wall. The over there in Germany.
I like that.
I mean, he ripped that down, and I mean, they were the ones who built the wall in the first place, historically.
Yeah.
They had
to
part of the Iron Curtain.
Split up Germany with the United States.
President Donald Reagan at the time telling Gorbachev to tear the wall down, and that's exactly what happened. They finally tore that wall down.
Yeah.
I don't remember. Did they get into the Korean War? In
No.
that movie? I don't think they did.
No, they did.
Right?
They did get into the Korean War, but the Korean War lasted, instead of lasting like I don't know how many months or how many years, it lasted quick. Like 3 hours. Yeah,
quick. Okay.
Yeah.
And the North one, right?
Yeah, which is what happened in real life anyway. It's what happened in
I like
historically.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the United States was pushed back. Well, what happened was MacArthur disobeyed orders from Washington, and what he did was he persisted. He said, "I'm going to go in. I'm going to end this once and for all. I'm going straight into North Korea. I'm going to pass the line. I'm going to pass the border. I'm going to go straight into North Korea and take the entire country, making it a democratic state, right?" But what happened was his 2 battalions ran right into. Not only were they dealing with the North Koreans, they were also dealing with Chinese military.
Yeah.
Right. But the Russians stayed out of the war, right?
But this is
Russians
what that's what the Cold War is all about. Russians because of communism. You're talking about North Korea, who wanted to secede from the South Korea because of communism. China was already a communist state, communist country.
Yep.
So when push came to shove, communists have to support one another, you know. So yeah, but MacArthur wasn't given the support that he needed when he persisted in, because he disobeyed orders, and they failed miserably.
No,
they had to retreat.
Pause.
They had
Pause.
Yeah.
Isn't this the creation? Is this where the DMZ was created? Because I know
that's where the ceasefire was created. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well,
so
I'm glad we still have South Korea.
Back into South, he had to pull out. And
pulling out is good at times, especially if you're not wearing.
Ali don't know how to do that. That's for sure.
Shit.
Ali's pull-out game is weak.
Yeah, whatever, Willie.
Whatever, Mr. 4 Kids.
Back in the day, man. Back in the day, I was a master.
So you didn't wear condoms.
You know what's weird about that? I wore condoms. I wore condoms when I was younger. But when I got into my 40s, I was like, fuck it. I don't know what that came over me.
I hate that
shit. You know?
I don't feel it. I feel like I'm jerking off when I'm using it. It's like shrink wrap.
You gotta get the extra.
It was weird. Huh?
Even if I do the Okamoto 0.1 something, I use that too. Still not enough. So I feel like I'm playing basketball in a fucking jacket. You know what I mean? That's what I feel like.
Yeah, I mean when you get older.
Willie, grade it. Grade 1 to 10. 1 to 10.
All right, 1 to 10. I was gonna give it around a 7, or maybe I'll give it an 8.
Okay.
Historical accuracy. Obviously, it's a what if story. I love how it stayed true to historical events, which is what drove the score higher. There were some parts in it that I didn't like. For instance, I didn't like the Green Lantern part. I thought they were too weak.
Against Superman, they are, bro. Against
there was fucking like 15 of them.
Yeah.
15 Green
Lanterns. And I thought Jordan.
Guys that protect.
Yeah. No. You gotta understand.
They protect. Guys protect systems in the galaxy.
I know, but
Superman was fighting these guys, and he was trying not to hurt them.
Let me explain. Green Lantern, there's one ring for every sector. Right. A sector is not just Earth; it's Earth, and there's Earth and other
like the Milky Way.
Exactly, that would be their sector, right? Only one ring, and so what landed on Earth with Abinsur was the ring, was just one ring.
Yeah.
They used the technology to split the power of that ring to a lot of people. So Green Lantern versus Superman is already a stretch. Green Lantern can kick Superman's ass. So divide Green Lantern's power into, because they wanted to put the Green Lantern Corps like the Earth version of a Green Lantern Corps. So you get Green Lantern's power divided by whatever. It's nothing to Superman, bro. And I like it.
So what I thought was that it was basically he's fighting against 15 Green Lanterns, like full powered Green Lanterns. What I liked about that part was I love him is that whatever you can imagine, that's what you can you can bring to the fight. So I like that part, but I just because I thought that he was fighting against 15 Green Lanterns and Superman wasn't even trying his hardest. I thought they could have put up more of a fight.
You know what I would always be. I would have if I had that type of power. You know what I would be afraid of? Like I know I'm supposed to be going into battle and I have this ring and like whatever I imagine, I'm afraid that I might have a boner because I'm thinking about this girl that I want to bone, but then instead of like coming up with like a gun or a fist or whatever, big ass dick.
Come out with a pocket pussy.
Whatever, man. I mean, because I always wondered about that. Like remember the snap, in Infinity War and in Endgame. Like, what if you're like, for example, you get in a fucking argument a week before with the Incredible Hulk, and he just pissed you off, right? And even though you don't want to snap him out of existence. You can't control your mind, right?
You have the power to do it. You have the power to do it.
I know, but sometimes
you might accidentally snap it.
The last minute pops in your head. You guys remember Ghostbusters? Remember Ghostbusters?
Yeah. Oh shit! Bring him back.
Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. Remember that shit?
Yeah.
He didn't mean to think of it. He was trying his hardest not to think of it, but he thought about it. And this big ass, I've always wondered about that in movies. I'm like, fuck, if that was me, fucking big ass, like a big ass fucking
the more you try not to think about
big ass bottle, a big ass bottle of fucking lubricant is gonna probably pop out or somewhere.
You're in battle, bro. You're not thinking about this.
Hey, squirt that shit at Superman.
Hey, man. Hey, Willie. How many times did you think about sex when you're like on the free throw line, or when you're trying to box out for a rebound, or you're trying to you're running up and down the court? Like there've been times where
I can honestly say that I have.
With a female, obviously, maybe one of the courtside reporters, or when because I know I'm about to hook up with some girl, I'm going to meet her at the club after this, and I just can't stop thinking about what we're about to do that night, and here I am trying to knock down shots in a game with thousands of people watching us, and all I can keep thinking about is ass,
Okay, so you know what? Honestly, what I took from all that you just said is that you script your sex game. It's scripted.
I script my sex game. Oh my God!
You said I'm thinking about what I'm going to do to her later. So it's like, okay, so first
and you've never done that.
And then I'm gonna flip her over and twist her around this way.
You never thought about the possibilities of what kind of night you can have with this particular female.
Not sure.
I'm not saying that it's going to be strict. There's no structure. You can't structure anything like that. Whatever goes, man. You just go with the flow.
But isn't it?
Absolutely.
It's not during fight hour, bro. You know what I mean? I've never. The way I'm trying to relate to it, it's like I'm singing. I'm in the middle of the song.
If I'm about to take a charge on Ali Peak, the last thing on my mind is ass. I'm trying not to get hurt by a 260-pound Ali Peak coming down the lane. That's a nightmare for me.
I was telling Pael this, Willie. I was telling Pael this, I don't know.
But you know how I got into Ali's head during games. I would just talk.
You never got it. What are you talking about?
I'm in his head right now.
You never got in my head
right now.
I'm motherfucking right now.
You never got in my head.
That's
when did you get in my head?
Always in his head.
When did you get in my head?
Give me an example.
In his head.
How?
You never got in my head.
Always in his head. Always.
You never got in my head. Trash talk.
I would just bring up
Hector. But you never got in my head. You never got in my head.
I would just bring up Hector.
What?
Hector? Hector, you never brought up Hector.
Oh, fuck that guy.
You never brought up Hector. What you did was you kept trying to touch and shit, man. Like,
you want to know?
I got in your head. I got in your head.
You know you didn't. Was it annoying? Yeah. But We beat you guys so many goddamn times.
Yeah, you guys.
I got player of the game against you guys.
You did.
Hey, let's not forget about that.
No,
and
I
we
will
beat
not
you in the finals, man. So I don't,
yes, you did.
I don't know about all that. Now I'll tell you what Mike Cortez did, which was kind of weird.
What did he do?
It's a dead ball. I'm walking back on defense, and then he takes his thumb and he swipes my nipple with his thumb.
What?
That's something.
But then again, that's Mike Cortez, right? That's Mike. That's what he does. He does shit like that.
That's something that I would do.
He'll bring, he'll bring shit up. Like he'll put you in such awkward situations. Like you're trying to have a nice barbecue, you invite him over to dinner or something like that, and you have your girl there, and then he'll just like out of the blue, just, hey, remember that girl? What girl? And shit like that, man. It's just like after a while, you're like, I'm not inviting this guy.
I'm not inviting this kid.
Oh, come on, he's just breaking your balls.
I'm not inviting this motherfucker to.
I got a lot of friends who do that too, but then
no, man, that shit that's dangerous right there, man.
Yeah, it is. It's risky.
That starts fights.
Oh hell yeah! But
I don't need that.
He's just kidding. He always says
I don't need that shit in my life.
That's
I don't need that stress in my life.
No,
anymore.
but I'm not gonna cut him out of my life just because of that. I mean, if we tight.
No, we could be text buddies. We could FaceTime,
but you won't.
I mean, if I can't trust you to not bring up my past, Ali, where you at?
Yo, wait, hold. I'll give you guys another. I'll do the hold. Hold.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Then my score for Red Sun is I'm giving it a 9 out of 10. I really loved it. I love how Superman remains Superman wherever he is. He still knows his right from wrong, even though he's in the USSR at the time. And I love how he still tries to defend. As you said, I loved how perfectly you said it. He's still truth, justice, but only not the American way, but just like the whatever is right. I love Brainiac's deception because as I told you guys in the other episode, for me, Brainiac is one of the best Superman villains because he can shrink a freaking city. He collects cities. He's a 5th level intellect. That's what he calls himself. He's AI. He is the embodiment of an alien AI. I love that. And Lois was also true to character. Again, they were both American. The -1 for me only is Batman. It's that if we're playing by your rules, stick by your fucking rules. Batman doesn't become fucking Russian just because the spaceship veered off, out of way of Kansas and hit fucking Russia instead. So there. That's where we wrap that shit. Ali, did you have a good point? Nice. What did you guys want to talk about? Go. Who wants to go first?
Well, I had put up this background right here because I just finished The Mandalorian, and we talked about this a few episodes back about the black saber. Now, my thing is this: it doesn't look like a fucking lightsaber. Now, I want to know what makes that shit glow, because we know how lightsabers are made.
Well, it's. Correct me if I'm wrong, Pael. It's not a lightsaber.
It's not. But let's see. Let's look for it. Go.
Okay, so what the fuck is it? Why does it glow?
It's the best of your knowledge.
It's a black. Yeah. It's a black. Best of my knowledge, it is a black saber that belongs to the Mandalorian. The one that was accepted into the Jedi Order, but he wasn't given a lightsaber per se. He had the black saber, which is I guess the highest honor amongst the Mandalorians. Is that right, Pael, or is that whoever
that was his weapon? That
was his.
Tar Vizsla was the one. You're right in what you said so far. He's the one.
The first Mandalorian Jedi. First and only, right? Was there Jedis after him?
No.
So he's the first and last.
First and last. But the black saber does pass from except to different Mandalorians.
Yes.
They're not Jedis anymore.
They're not Jedi.
The King Mandalorian or what?
Yeah,
because I know the Mandalorians like split into two sects, right? One side wanted to become pacifists. The other side still wanted to be warriors or something like that, right?
I don't remember that.
That's great information, Willie. No, I mean, it's something that we didn't really.
Because I want to know. Okay, you're a Jedi Knight. Even though you're a Mandalorian. Why aren't you given a lightsaber? You're supposed to be given a lightsaber.
See, that's the thing. He came to the Order. The way I remember the story is, he came to the Order with that black saber already. But what it's made of is a good question. I don't know if it's made of the Kyber crystal. I'm looking it up now.
I'm assuming it's made out of Beskar. I mean, I know the armor is, and I know that's like a treasured metal on their planet. Planet Mandalore. And Beskar now is hard to find.
How do you get a black saber? I can't find it.
It's limited.
What the black saber?
So I went down the rabbit hole and I was checking out all these metals. So you have Beskar, right? And then I started looking at vibranium and how vibranium works. And then they got two types of vibranium. You have the north or from the North Pole or some shit like that. North Pole from Antarctic vibranium, and then you have the Wakandan
vibranium. Yeah.
And then I started looking at comparing vibranium to adamantium, and then all of that compared to Uru and stuff like that.
Yep.
Uru is what they use to make Mjolnir. The Uru metal. The Uru metal.
But that's interdimensional.
But just for the head. Unlike with Stormbreaker, the whole part of Stormbreaker was Uru metal. No, I'm not talking about the MCU. I'm talking about in the comics.
I know.
All of Stormbreaker was made of Uru metal.
The full. What was the next?
That's why I think Stormbreaker is stronger than Mjolnir.
Me too.
You get all the powers that Mjolnir gives, but you have more Uru metal on it.
Wait, going back to the saber.
And no enchantments.
It just says here that it's a rare crystal, and there's just one of them. Because I don't know. Kyber in a process.
So then it might be a lightsaber.
It
didn't say Kyber.
For instance, blade. I know the blading, but I can't see where the black is coming in. Compared to traditional colors, and it's considerably shorter than a normal saber.
Pael, what if they gave that to Samuel L. Jackson? Imagine the American community was fucking pissed.
Well, they gave it to a black man already. They gave it to Giancarlo Esposito, right? At the end of the Mandalorian.
Yeah.
He had it.
Yeah. But if like we've never seen a black Jedi before ever until episode 1.
Yeah.
And quite frankly, I didn't realize that Samuel L. Jackson was a Jedi, nor did he have a lightsaber. And if he was a Jedi, I didn't think he had a lightsaber for some reason.
Really?
Yeah,
Mace had
because I was so amazed that Mace Windu was black.
But he was in the Jedi Council. He was. I was sure.
No, I know. I'm half joking and I'm half serious about the whole thing. I mean, I remember I was like, wow, a black Jedi.
Isn't Anakin's Padawan? Isn't she black too?
Wait, I want to show you guys something.
Yeah.
Anakin's Padawan. Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Ahsoka, she's black, right?
No.
Well, Rosario Dawson is playing her.
She's a Twi'lek.
She's a Twi'lek. She got an African name.
Ahsoka, no, she's Twi'lek. She's got those leku, those head tails.
Yeah, but what I mean is, we know she has black tendencies. Ali knows about that.
Yeah, definitely. Wait,
I want to show you guys
some news on Black Panther. I have some news on Black Panther.
Wait, so we're done with that? Wait, before we close it, I want to show you guys something real quick. It's just loading real slow. Speaking of Jedi's, well, you brought it up. I got a client who's he requested requested me to make him a Qui-Gon Jinn. And be honest, I'm gonna show you my work. Let me know what you guys think. All right? Is that cool?
So we're talking about the robe and all that, right?
The what?
The robe. Qui-Gon wears that robe.
Yeah. No, this is his head though. Wait, let me share screen. Share screen. Share screen. Wait, where are you guys? No, wrong. Is Ali still there? It disappeared again.
I'm here, man.
Ali's here.
Exit minimize. No, there you go. Wait, hold up. Share screen. What do you guys think of this?
Let me see. Oh snap!
No.
Wait a minute. You made that shit?
Of course.
Wow.
Is it there? Is it there?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm printing this next.
I want to ask you how you made it, but then I don't want you to give away your trade secrets.
No, it's not a trade secret.
Yeah.
I'm using this program called Zebra.
That looks great, Kyle. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
For some reason, though, he kind of looks like Sol Mercado, right?
A little bit, right?
A little bit, yeah.
You got the peeled back forehead, or he looks like The Rock when he was the Scorpion King.
Yeah.
Got the same hairline.
Yeah. But that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna root this hair. So I'm gonna use like thread. I'm gonna thread it like the other shit. Anyway, just wanted to get before we leave the Jedi's. This is a commissioned piece. Shout out to I forget his name right now, but he commissioned me to do that. Well, I had it already.
So what are the dimensions of that?
This one, I can print it whatever I want. Well, I'll show you. I don't know if I've shown you guys this. This is what it's gonna look like. This one's Anakin. I made an Anakin.
Okay, and you can make it bigger if you wanted to. Like, so if I wanted to put it on a mantelpiece.
Yeah. I could do that.
Nice.
This one's an Anakin. I sold an Obi-Wan because one of my clients posted his Obi-Wan and people went crazy. That they messaged me like, "Hey, how much for the Obi-Wan?" I'm like, this amount. So anyway, let's leave the Star Wars universe. So good job. What's the rating on that? 1 to 10.
On which one?
The head. How close is it? Be honest.
I'll give that shit a 9.
Well, thank you.
9.5.
No, kiss assy. Objective.
No,
just very objective.
I appreciate shit that I can't do.
Oh. Well, that's what I.
Oh yeah. Oh, that yeah. No, I mean, I give that a 10, dude. That's awesome.
Gracias. Thank you. Oh, now hit us up with the next set of news, Ali.
Well,
Black Panther. Really, we can't see you.
Yeah, hold on. I'm on my
way.
Okay.
Ali.
Well, guys, we have some interesting news. This was a day ago regarding Chadwick. Chad Boseman.
Chadwick Boseman.
Chadwick Boseman.
You didn't do jumping jacks again. That's why you're doing that.
God damn. Anyway. All right. So there's a possibility he might not come back as Black Panther.
What?
Yes, there is a possibility. According to sources.
Who's your source?
Right, I'll look for it.
I have my notes here. God damn it.
Okay, good. I thought I was gonna carry it for you.
Oh, for God. Screen rants.
Okay.
Well, actually, Screen Rant. It's one of those, guys. All right, but anyway, I'm gonna say this. According to Screen Rant, all my phones are dying, man. All right,
get the charger,
hold on
bro.
a second. Oh, now I'm trying. All right. According to Cosmic.
Cosmic Book News.
Yes, Book News. Chadwick Boseman out. Namor Avengers Fantastic Four rumors. Okay, so a wild rumor has hit the net that offers Chadwick Boseman may be out as Black Panther, instead replaced by Namor and possibly Shuri in the MCU that involves the Avengers, Fantastic Four, and X-Men.
Here,
what happened?
I'm showing it.
Okay. Now, back in January, actually saw it rumored that Chadwick Boseman was not happy with Marvel, as Kevin Feige plans on replacing the actor as Black Panther with a female version, his sister, Shuri.
No.
Don't do it.
Now,
don't do it.
New rumors offer that Marvel is going to replace Chadwick Boseman as Black Panther as the premier Marvel Black superhero with a black version of Namor.
What?
I don't know if I'm happy.
Black people don't even like. Man, I'm Ali. I know
this is news to me, Ali.
I know this doesn't. Ali, this doesn't.
This was a day ago, guys. This was a day ago. Now, in all fairness, this is just a rumor. This is just a rumor, so we don't know how true this is.
But there's a poster for Chadwick. Can you see this? I'm hearing stories of this.
Ali, this is a stereotype, and I think you know this stereotype, but black people don't even like to swim.
Well, that's not true, because I was a swimmer. I was a very good swimmer before I was a basketball player.
But Ali, you're Creole.
Black is black, dude. Black is black. Bastard.
Wait, what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts, Ali?
All right. Now. In other news regarding Black, can I explain fucking Black Panther? You're over here talking about, hey, why don't you go ahead and post that shit on Facebook? Have a debate like I've been having with some knucklehead from my neighborhood back in the States.
Black women don't like to get their hair wet. You know that.
Is that
Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying.
They don't like it, man.
Wow.
A lot of black women don't do it for the simple fact that it's not like they don't like to swim and they don't like water. It's just that black women's hair is difficult. A lot of black women will tell you that.
You know, I had this crazy thought earlier because I was thinking of self-cutting my hair. And then I remembered to ask you guys, how long have you guys ever fucking grown your hair? Have you ever grown your hair long?
I've grown out, yeah. Willie has.
What's the longest?
I used to have an afro.
Yeah,
I used to be able to pull mine down to my chin, but mine goes out.
It froze out.
Did you have cornrows before, Willie? Did you have cornrows?
No, I never got braids, but I just had it out.
How about you, Ali? Do you get the fro?
Yeah, man, I grew mine out. I grew mine out in 2005, 2006. But then also, you know, I would sport the high top fades out here.
The what?
You know, the high top fades.
What's the high top fades?
Willie explaining.
The Kid and Play.
The what?
Well, not that high.
I don't understand.
Basically a flat top.
Hey, you got
flat top with a fade on the side.
Willie, you just jolted this conversation in a completely different direction. We're still trying to talk about Black Panther news. Can I get to that, please?
No, we were talking about how good of a swimmer you are.
Hey.
Didn't Rob Dua beat you? Didn't Rob Dua beat you in the race?
I'm gonna time it. In 5 minutes, I'm gonna get off this fucking bitch. If we cannot talk about the Black Panther.
All right, last question.
I have my action figure. I have my diamond. I have my Black Panther toy right here.
There you go.
All right, last question. Didn't you lose in a race to Rob Dua?
Ooh.
Well.
In Cebu, I think we're in Cebu.
That's very arguable, considering the fact that I was out of commission, and I just got out of I had knee surgery.
All right, let's get to Black Panther.
You got me on this. He says that he won, which is bullshit. Just like he said that he was a great basketball player out here, which is kind of bullshit also. So, you know.
Wait, can we rewind? Can we tell the story better for those who don't know like me? I don't know what happened. You were in a pool. How did you guys end up in a pool?
Willie.
We were in the ocean.
Willie, was he a good basketball player?
Who are we talking about?
He was good at what he did.
Well, what did he do?
He played defense and he like muscled people.
Okay, all right, okay, good.
Yeah, Rob Duat, he really good guy, really good guy.
No, hey guys, I'm just joking.
No, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not.
I'm kidding.
All right, let's get to Black Panther. Before you joke some more. Before you joke some more.
Listen. Rob and I are very good friends. We won a championship together. Okay. He's known for his tough defense. He's known for his energy. Okay. And he's known for being a team guy. You know, being really, really team guy. You know, so he wasn't a great shooter. I have a lot of great admiration for Rob Duat. I mean, I think we had some great times out here. Really great times.
He wasn't asked to be a shooter. He played good tough defense. So how the fuck did you end up
you were in a beach and then you raced in a beach?
Well, we were in the middle of the fucking ocean.
What we were.
These motherfuckers are crazy.
Now that's an exaggeration.
No, we were in the middle of the ocean, dude. We weren't in the middle of the ocean.
We're not in the middle of the ocean. We swam in a pool.
These guys, hey, let me tell you, these guys were in the middle of the ocean. We were on a boat in Cebu, in the middle of the ocean. Okay. Tim Coe took us out.
Snorkeling.
And these guys were just fucking, you couldn't see the bottom of you couldn't see the floor of the ocean. I remember this shit like it was yesterday. Okay. Because I'm not a good swimmer.
You remember it like it's yesterday.
Yeah, because I'm not a good swimmer. So I remember shit like this.
It never happened.
It happened. It happened.
We didn't swim. We didn't race out in the middle. Think about that.
And you know what? Think about the detail of the story.
I know.
Think about the detail of the story.
For Ali being so fucking
as
big,
paranoid as I am, as paranoid and scared, I am scared shitless of sea creatures way the hell out in the middle of the ocean. Do you honestly think I'm going to go swim out in the middle of the ocean? I'll go swim at a beach. But I'm not going way the hell out in the middle of the ocean to go swim against somebody.
Well, maybe we were offshore.
So you were snorkeling.
We were not. Well, first of all,
the middle of the ocean. Really, that was my question.
We were never. We were never offshore.
We're in between islands.
We were in a swimming pool. That's where we raced.
In a swimming pool. What's your version of it?
We raced in the swimming pool.
What was your version of it? How did you?
Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. Because
it doesn't matter now because Ali.
It doesn't matter because
Ali lost.
Because
he lost.
Who cares? Who cares whether people believe I lost or not? I don't give a shit. It doesn't matter to me.
Though.
I never admitted it. Actually, I thought that I beat him, but everyone wants to say that I lost.
So
maybe because they're fucking haters. Maybe they're hating. Maybe they're hating. Maybe they're hating on me. You know.
I know. Let's hear your version real quick before we go back to the other swimming.
My version or whose version?
Your version.
Whose version?
What happened?
Your version.
Hey man, I would love to tell you my version.
Go tell me.
But I keep getting hit by breakers in the ocean right now.
Okay.
You know, it's just.
God, Willie's quick. Quiet.
Dude, well, first of all, my version, my fact, this is a fact. We raced in the goddamn swimming pool.
How the fuck did you get there? Like, you're basketball players. You don't belong in a pool. That's my question. Tell it.
I'm trying to. I'm trying to. I really am. We were in Batangas.
There you go.
Because as a team, we were in Batangas. Why? Because it's one of Tim Cohn's favorite places to go.
Okay, cool.
He wants to water ski. He wants to jet. He wants to do all this stuff out there.
Cool.
But in the resort, there's a swimming pool.
There you go.
So we raced in the swimming pool. Now, mind you, I had to sit out most of the 2002 season because I was rehabbing my knee. My knee wasn't responding. Okay. It took me 8 months to get my knee back. He wants to race me when my knee is the way it is.
Okay.
So I thought I beat him by maybe half of my head. or maybe my finger.
Touch.
Okay.
Whoever touches.
Now, if he says that he beat me, and if everybody else wants to believe that story, okay, fine. But keep in mind, if he did beat me, which I don't think he did, I had a bum knee. If my knee was fine, I would have whooped his fucking ass. No question.
Okay, got it. That's a nice story. Now my question is, Willie, where the fuck did you get that? In the middle of the ocean,
middle of the ocean.
Did you make that shit?
Willie's generation is, it's Mike Cortez, Willie from LaSalle. Mike swears up and down that as a team, when we used to go over to Mike Cortez or Rob Duwat's house to play Brainiac, remember that old board game? We all used to get together and play Brainiac as a team bonding thing. Mike Cortez got an answer right, and he scored a lot of points on one of the levels. He got so excited that he started dry humping his couch. This motherfucker with a straight face will tell you and everybody, including Willie, that he wasn't the one who was dry humping the couch. I was the one dry humping.
I get it. He's one of those cats.
There's something in the water with that particular batch from LaSalle. They like to tell these elaborate stories.
I could have swore you guys were in the middle of the ocean.
We were not in the middle of the ocean, man.
In Cebu.
Why? Hey,
were you guys ever in Cebu together?
It might have been. It was either Cebu or no. My mistake. It wasn't Cebu. It was Palawan. Remember Palawan?
We never raced in Palawan. We swam in a pitch blue. We swam in a pitch blue beach, which scared the living shit out of me because you cannot see your hand. You can't see your own hand.
Now,
why would I want to swim out there for?
Now, Ali basically admitted that he was in the water in the middle of the ocean in Palawan.
Okay.
Yeah, but you got your bearings all wrong. You said I was in Cebu. Now you said I'm in Batangas.
It was my mistake. It was my mistake. Water, the Philippine Ocean is the Philippine Ocean. But let's go to Black Panther.
Speaking of the deep, let's go to Namor of the deep. Now they're saying they want him black. And what happens to?
Well, I mean, this is all according. Yeah, this is all according to Cosmic, right?
We read it.
That's what. Okay.
Let's do that.
I don't know, man. I mean, first of all, let's ask. I want to ask that question. I want to throw that question around. What do you think of Chadwick Boseman possibly being replaced? Okay. I think would be a big blow to the MCU. What do you guys think?
Go pick who goes first. Willie, you want to take it? You want me to take it?
Yeah, I'll take it. I think it's number one, it would be huge. It would be huge if he's not going to come back, because I think that's one of the most anticipated sequels right now. And for him to not come back for whatever reason, I'm not even really concerned with the reason. I mean, I'm pretty sure it doesn't have anything to do with money, because fucking they got money, pay the man. But then to make Namor black again, I don't. Namor's not black. Namor cannot be black.
Namor's not black.
How about the Shuri
Namor
thing?
cannot be black. And then to have Shuri as she can't. I mean, can she fight?
Yeah,
it's just not going to be the same. We all know that it's not going to be the same.
Has the Black Panther ever been a woman? I don't think so.
Yes.
I don't think there's ever that has.
Storm has been the Black Panther for a while.
Yeah.
And in the comics, of late.
Kyle, what do you think? What do you think about that whole thing?
Me? Dude, to begin with, if you're going to change Chadwick, change him, but let him, whoever is going to replace him, that's another question. Who will
Rhodey
could replace him? Yeah. Do it.
Yeah, but I was about to say that. That's
where I was going. Rhodey. And let him be still T'Challa. And it's just a different, just like how we change Batman's, just how we change Superman's. Do it that way. If he's out, get someone who's better. I'll get into it because I like T'Challa. my love for Chadwick.
It'll work though? Because Rhodey was always a support character.
Yeah, but
that's the thing. That's the thing.
But if he's not in, get someone else. You know, Val Kilmer. Val Kilmer was out. We got George Clooney the next year. It was bad, but we got him the next year. You know what I mean?
It was. George Clooney was horrible.
Pierce Brosnan is done. You get Daniel Craig. You know what I mean? So what? Affleck is done. Affleck's done what? 2?
Black Robert Pattinson.
Yeah, Black Panther's already done 3. Chadwick's been in 3. He's been in Civil War. He was in Black Panther. He was in 4 pala. He was in Infinity War, and he was in Endgame. So you got 4 of them already, right?
Yeah.
So,
I tell you what. You know what, Pael? Sorry to cut you off. You know, I think I would have thought that Mahershala would have fit that role. If you're going to replace Chadwick Boseman, that's the other person I can think of. That's the only person I can think of.
That's a good call.
Know, but going back to your point of just changing Brody. Well, Brody's just a bit of a sidekick. That's like trying to trick this. Now, well, I mean, you know what?
Don't replace him with Shuri.
I'm sure Kevin Feige is going to figure something out.
Yeah.
If there's any truth to these rumors, but I want to take another step here, and this is from Screen Rant. Now, Black Panther 2, they're saying, should introduce MCU's Storm.
X-Men, yeah.
Exactly.
Before the X-Men. X-Men is supposed to be introduced in Black Panther Part 3. But right now, I guess it would make sense because we know the relationship, the marriage between Storm and
T'Challa.
T'Challa. Yeah. So I think that'd be perfect. Again, your guys' thoughts.
But in terms of I'll finish my thought on the rest of
the
news.
Sorry about that.
In terms of Namor being a black guy, I don't see it either.
No,
I don't see it. I don't see it. And you guys are black too, so it's not. It's not like the comics. It's not. He never looked. He didn't have. I mean, sure, Atlanteans don't have ethnicity and all this bullshit, but he was never. That's not how he looked like. Give me someone.
He looks Asian.
Yeah, he looks very Asian and underwater.
Pacific Islander.
He looks like he even has those elven ears and shit. So no to that and no to Shuri because come on, Willie, we were just talking about how all the shows have powerful black women. You know what I mean? That will fall under that category. I'll name you all of it. Fucking outside of HBO's black women in power. Fucking what was the other one? Watchmen is also like that. Westworld is like that. Everything, even fucking altered carbons also like that. Season 3 is also like that.
Yeah.
Why are
Vanessa Del Rio's like that.
What? What did
Vanessa
you say?
Del Rio, she's like that.
Who's Vanessa Del Rios again?
Oh, look her up. You gotta look her up.
She was a porn star, right?
Is she?
I'll take a look at it.
Del Rio?
Yes.
Vanessa Del Rio. I don't know if I got the right. Oh, damn. Which one is her, though? I'm confused. No, I won't flash this for the people, but yeah, it's funny though. I won't flash this because
But you know what? I don't know. I gotta check. She's dead. I think she died. So if that's the case, without making, I was making a joke. Rest in peace.
Yeah, but no to that, bro.
If they do,
I'm just kidding, man.
I'm no to replacing the Black Panther.
Me too.
Find a way to like replacing the actor because Chadwick's done such a great job, and Marvel has no history of replacing actors except for Rhodey. I'm talking about main cast guys.
No, what are you talking about? How about Ed Norton? Ed Norton.
Yeah, Edward Norton.
Yeah, okay.
It happens,
bro.
It happens.
Yeah.
It happens.
What about this? Check this out. Killmonger, right? Killmonger. They find a way. I mean, I know he died in part 1, but then you said Mahershala. What about Michael B. Jordan? Find a way to get him back in part 2.
No, that's way too fresh, man. Way too fresh.
No?
You can't.
Because
he's already played.
At the end of the movie, he had a change of heart, kind of, right?
No, but then
again,
I mean,
but as Killmonger, Killmonger.
Let me go back to exactly. Let me go back to T'Challa. You know, T'Challa is who I love. I mean, I love him from the comics and from the cartoons. I'm a T'Challa fan. Whoever will play T'Challa, let T'Challa be T'Challa. Don't remove him and fucking put Shuri in. You know, Black Panther. I own like 2 or 3 Black Panther figures. That's T'Challa Black Panther. And then now it's fucking Shuri. What the fuck we doing here? Right? Womanizing everything? Girl power bullshit? Come on. Quit the agenda, man. Quit the agenda. Right? Quit the agenda. Give me the fucking deal. You know? So that's good.
Yeah, if you didn't know any better, you would think that Kathleen Kennedy was behind all that.
Right? Feels like a Kathy KK move. That's like a KK fucking move.
Well, here's the thing.
They kicked her ass out already, right?
Yeah, kind of.
Well,
almost out.
She's sort of on her way out, yeah. So, guys.
Wait, hold, pause, let's break.
Okay.
So going back to Chadwick, bro, him losing all that weight and shit. I liked him. He wasn't super duper buff. Honestly, he looked kind of softy compared to MBJ's fucking Killmonger, who's all yoked up and shit.
Yeah, fucking huge, right?
He's one of my idols when it comes to especially his body in fucking Black Panther as Killmonger. He was damn.
You should have seen him. You should have seen him at his Friday Night Lights days. He was skinny.
I saw him the Wire days.
Yeah.
It's the Wire days. His
skinny as fuck.
What's his name in the Wire, Ali? Fuck is his name?
I forgot.
But then you see his frame, right? You see his frame. So he has the frame to build that muscle. Wide, broad shoulders, all of that. Good,
Wallace,
good frame.
Wallace.
Well, I think that Black Panther did such a great job at the box office. You know, it resonated with fans, and it was the first pretty much all black production.
Yeah.
In terms of actors and actresses. I think there's maybe 3 or 4 white people in the entire movie. You know. With speaking parts, that is. But what I also want to bring up is
Wait, finish your sentence, dude. You paused it. But what? Finish
no, that's it. So we're moving on. 2 major villains.
Sorry. Just the last question on Black Panther. Ryan Coogler, the director, is tied to MBJ. That's why I got him in. Do we get him still? Is he still directing if Chadwick is out? Because remember, Ryan Coogler is also the director of Creed, the first Creed. So I like his style. So do we lose him too?
Yeah.
It would hurt.
Who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? I mean, again, these are just rumors.
Yeah.
And let's just hope and knock on wood that these rumors don't come true, or there's no truth to it.
Yeah.
But you know what? I am excited. Now, if Chadwick Boseman's not coming back, we've already talked about who we would like to see portray the actor. We don't know who it's going to be. I mean, I'm sorry, the character. We don't know who it's going to be. But we know that Marvel Studios, Kevin Feige, and whoever else is involved, they do a great job of making up for what they lost. They've just had a wonderful record over the last 10, 11 years. The next big question is this. There have been a lot of talks about Ant-Man, right? Ant-Man, the third installation.
Okay.
And a lot of people have reason to believe that. Remember the bad guy in the movie, Ant-Man and the Wasp? I like him as an actor. His name is Chuck, the bad guy. Damn, what's his name?
What, Ant-Man 2? Are we
The
talking about?
dude controlling the Spectre.
and what's his name? Sonny Birch. Sonny Birch. Sonny Birch. Pael, maybe you could look up the actor who plays Sonny Birch.
The actor,
and I've always liked him at. He's not going to be the main bad guy, but he can be a prelude. He can be a prelude to Doctor Doom.
Oh, because let me look that up.
He works. Then he worked for Doctor Doom.
Wait, let me search it so at least we're sure. It's kind of hard to maneuver all this at the same time.
Not Spectre. I meant Ghost.
Ghost is the girl. Ghost. This is Ghost.
But she was working for somebody, right?
Wasn't she working with Goliath? Lawrence Fishburne's
trying to get her body back.
Yeah.
So what's the question, Ali? Simon.
Walton. Yeah, Simon. Yeah. Who I think is a great actor, and I think that I like him because he's versatile, and he can mix being a bad guy with comedy, right? I mean, he has range.
Yeah.
But he's not going to be the main guy. It's going to be Doctor Doom. We're trying. People are guessing and speculating that Doctor Doom will be somewhat introduced in Ant-Man.
Okay.
Or Black Panther.
If I were to choose,
I'd choose Ant-Man.
I choose
out
Ant-Man.
of the two.
Yeah.
Out of the two, I just can't see. I can't see Doctor Doom chilling in Wakanda.
No, but
and the whole thing with Black Panther, I mean, is we're supposed to see more of Wakanda in part 2, right?
Yeah. Wait, Illuminati, Marvel. I think if we're going by the comics, I think. Let me check that though. Let's see who's in the Illuminati. I keep forgetting. So this is your Illuminati. No, you don't have your name. Oh, see, Namor is there, but then Doctor Doom's not there. Because I thought he was part of it, though. Oh, wait! But here's another... No, but that's an Abe special. Yeah, so I'll go with Ant-Man then. Because let's see. This is also part of the Illuminati's. Doom is there. Namor is there. That shit can intersect. Here,
you can't.
This is the one that I go by. This is the... Do you guys see this? Shit.
Let me see.
This is the Illuminati that I'm familiar with. Where's the picture? Load, motherfucker. No.
I still see your Facebook.
Oh shit. I shared the wrong screen. Sorry. Well, the crowd can see. Well, stop sharing.
Oh, yeah.
My bad. Wrong screen.
Nah, hey, no worries. I saw her boxing one time.
Who?
Elena Darna.
Yeah, dude. Well, I got a story.
She did a really good job boxing with only like half a shirt.
Yeah. I got a story for that later. But yeah, let's save that for later. There you go. See this? I'm looking for the Illuminati picture. This one. I just can't see if Doom is there. Because we got T'Challa right there, right? T'Challa, Black Bolt, Captain America, Tony Stark, Strange, and Namor. So we got those. So I'm not sure if Doom is part of it.
See Doctor Strange.
Yeah, Doctor Strange. We could, but where will Doctor Doom come in? That was the question.
Xavier. Is that Xavier?
Where?
In the other one?
Yeah.
There you go.
But then there's another group. I'm looking if Doctor Doom was part of the Illuminati.
Mr. Fantastic is part of the Illuminati, right?
Yep. But we're looking for ties, so we could tie. If we're doing Namor in Black Panther, we can tie in Reed Richards in, but not Doctor Doom. But eventually, Doctor Doom.
But then, eventually, because Fantastic Four and
or
Doctor Doom, they're pretty synonymous.
This. You could also go like this. You could go Reed and fucking Doctor Strange, right? Fuck Black Bolt because then humans suck. But yeah.
And he has no lines.
He has no lines. He doesn't talk for shit.
Motherfucker doesn't talk.
Yeah. I don't really like his character. Anyway, fuck, that's news too, Ali.
Right. Well, quick question.
Go.
Now, what they're also talking about, and this is just from just general information, and I wanted to ask you guys this because over the next 2 years, they're going to have 2 major villains in the MCU.
Galactus.
Doctor Doom for Planet Earth and Galactus.
It's not official, but we're guessing that
it's not official. But would you guys like to see that?
Fuck yeah, both. I'll take.
Yeah, for sure. Because with the Galactus, you get the Silver Surfer back.
Yeah.
Remember, what they're also
the Silver Surfer.
What they're also talking about is the Avengers that we're going to see in Phase 4, the new Avengers.
Okay.
Right. So She-Hulk is one of them.
Yeah. She gets her own show, right? She gets a show.
She has a show, but they're gonna try to get her to. They're gonna figure out a way to get her on screen.
Mm-hmm.
And then Moon Knight.
Moon Knight. Was Moon Knight ever an Avenger? I'd rather
Yes,
not.
he was.
Are you guys familiar with
Iron Lad, right? We get Iron Lad.
Who's Iron Lad?
It's that the boy that was at
at
the funeral.
Yeah. No, please no. Let's not go there. Let's not go Riri Williams. Let's keep him dead. Fucking keep him dead. If you want to do, you could do a fucking Iron Man. Have Rhodey take the mantle of Iron Man because he does that in the comics. You know, so reverse it.
I think that's where they're leaning.
Make a War Machine and rescue fucking movie. I don't mind that. You know, rescue Gwyneth.
I wouldn't mind having Pepper Potts as
rescue. That's her character in the comics.
Rescue.
Yeah,
but that's true.
I would not mind that at all.
Right, that would be cool too. Shit.
So guys,
go.
What do you guys think? Anything else that you guys want to
cover?
I really, as an overview, I really hope that Chadwick Boseman comes back as T'Challa. But if not, I think I'm on your side with this, Pael, that I don't think that I would be concerned because I know that they're going to bring somebody in that's going to fit in very well.
Yep.
But we all know that chemistry is everything. And what I'm worried about is that the fans, if this actually happens, the fans are just not going to be able to accept it. That's why it needs to be a strong actor, someone that has everything and probably more than what Chadwick Boseman brings to the table. It would be something as sort of like Don Cheadle. You're losing Terrence Howard, who's a great actor.
I like him too.
You're bringing in somebody like Don Cheadle, who is, who's on the same level. Just good. Yeah. So from that sense, you forget about. You love Terrence Howard, but you forget about Terrence Howard because of Don Cheadle. So it have to be something like that.
Yeah,
definitely.
Real quick. You talked about the Hulk movies, how they, we've had 3 different actors. We had Eric Bana, we've had Edward Norton, and then now we have our latest Hulk. I think why the transition was kind of seamless in a way was because we're talking about the Hulk, not so much that they were different, but then more so is that they're the same. Like Hulk is Hulk. We watch the Hulk because we want to see the Hulk, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not because we want to see Bruce Banner. Obviously, Bruce Banner has his moments in the movie, but I think in a way, the Hulk bypasses what the
So are you saying that you don't even fucking remember T'Challa's name? So when you say the Black Panther, you like the character of the Black Panther, not his alter ego. Right?
But his alter ego T'Challa still, you see T'Challa, you see him all the time.
You see Hulk too. You know what I mean?
Not as much, because I think if we're going percentages, again, I don't know the exact percentages, but Hulk is Hulk, and
because you've seen different people
especially
play it.
and especially in Ragnarok, dude was fucking Hulk the whole movie.
No, remember he transforms when he sees fucking Black Widow in the ship, and then he starts wearing Tony's clothes, and he's like, Tony's clothes are also tight.
Which part of the movie was this? This was the end already.
No, middle. Remember, don't think green.
Middle part.
Okay.
You remember that part? He was wearing Tony's clothes.
I think more so. So you see a lot of T'Challa in Black Panther. A lot of T'Challa. So again, going back to what Ali said, it's gonna have to be somebody that's gonna make you forget about Chadwick Boseman.
That's the thing.
It has to be that.
You got to get a headliner if you want to go that route.
Wait, Bruce Banner. Bruce.
But then again, how big of an actor, how popular was Chadwick Boseman when he took on the role of T'Challa? He wasn't along the line. He wasn't.
There you go.
In,
That's what he was
Terrence
wearing.
Howard.
That's what he was wearing in the scene. Remember? He was in it a lot too. That's him in the room.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I remember now.
This is when he was naked.
Right.
So it's.
So Chadwick Boseman, I think his name blew up because he played
exactly
the Black Panther. So now that the Black Panther is as popular as it is, they're gonna have to get somebody that's already established.
If you were to guess, how old do you think Chadwick is?
It's got to be in his 30s.
Yeah, mid-30s.
That's your guess? Do you know how old he is? He's close to fucking 50, bro. So that's my.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm looking it up now. I'm sure.
Wow.
No way.
Yeah. Black don't crack, you two black people. So that's a 42. There you go.
Wow.
42. Not 50.
Oh, that's still young. Shit, I thought you were gonna say like 47.
That's what I thought too. But still, 42. He doesn't look 42, bro. Right? So, but
no, he doesn't. I thought he was like 32, 33. But don't you think he looked kind of skinny in Endgame?
He looked kind of skinny in his own fucking movie, bro.
You think so?
Yeah.
I mean, especially he was standing next to Killmonger.
Killmonger was huge.
Killmonger is fucking.
And I'm
huge,
supposed to believe that he didn't get beat. He got beaten up. He got his ass handed to him, which was okay. So I'm like, that's believable, because if he would have won that fight fair and square, that's how big Killmonger is, I would have been like, nah, I'm not buying this shit. So I like that part in the movie. It's my favorite part of the movie. So yeah, it's hard. I don't know. The way I see it is, I stand corrected though, because I thought he was around 47, and in my head, I always add like 10 years, because that's the standard. 10 years. Fucking Hugh Jackman was 17 years. These are this is how long these cats have to stay, So I'm thinking it's gotta be hard to replace. If I maybe 52, but then Downey stopped at like what? How old is Downey now?
Downey started at 44 years old. Exactly. 43, 44 years old. He's about early 50s now.
Maybe.
So yeah, way over 10 years. But I mean,
how much physical strain is playing Iron Man though?
55.
Because it's purely CGI, all the action scenes,
that's
right?
what breaks my heart with the new ones. If you watch the old Iron Man, he was really in the suit. Because Willie, do you know that I made my own Iron Man suit? Have you seen my Iron Man suit?
No, not yet.
Ali's seen my suit. I have like a full fucking Iron Man suit, bro.
Yeah.
So anyway, so I enjoy seeing how the armor parts fit on his real body, because in the newer ones, like specifically Iron Man 3, it was all just CGI bullshit. I feel kind of cheated. But with the first two ones, in 2, that's why I enjoy it. Iron Man 2, although a lot of people criticize it, we get real fucking suits. Even Rhodey, he had like a real fucking real suit that I could copy, something that I could make, something I could.
I had no idea. These are the things that you would know from watching the behind the scenes.
Oh yeah, I've seen it so many times. Because I would see him really in the suit, and when he got lazier and lazier and older, he didn't want to fucking do it. For Iron Man 3, he was only wearing half the suit. He was only wearing the chest part, and then on
he had all those. He had the dark. He had the dark shirt and everything. And with the I don't know what you call those. Actually, a lot of them did. A lot, right? A lot of the actors did.
The arc reactor.
Yeah, I'll show you the behind the scenes of how fucking awesome it is. So in my head,
I mean, just imagine though. Just imagine having to deal with it. Like, you know, you're in entertainment.
Yeah.
You're behind the scenes. Just imagine all those Hollywood actors, man. And how do you? All of them have their own different personalities. Some are more difficult than others. And just the ego. Like, how do you, man? Can you imagine?
Yeah.
I mean, the Avengers is an all-star studded cast.
Yeah.
Man.
What I heard was that Downey is kind of loved on set, specifically whenever he's there, he has like a whole catering service. Because this motherfucker started earning 50 million in Iron Man 3, and as it progressed, he got paid fucking 80 million, I think, for Homecoming.
Wow.
And then continually after that, 80 million each time. So what he does is they kid with him. You can, because I watched the behind the scenes in Comic Cons and shit, right? So when people tease him that, you know, about being highest paid, he would always say, but the other actors would say he would get the best catering service every time there's a fucking break. He would feed everyone. He would feed the cast.
So you take care of his guys.
That's cool.
Take care of his guys.
Which is probably like, let's say like 2 million of his 80 he would give just to the crowd, and you'll be like, yeah, that's cool. You're giving it back to us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he also earned that 80 million. He earned every bit of that 80 million.
Yeah, he did.
He did. He did. Absolutely.
He built the world.
Well, guys, what do you say?
Let's call it that way. I'll share this before we go. I want to show you this. This last one, because Ali looks like he's falling asleep.
Dude, sorry guys.
He's been yawning since earlier.
Yeah.
And we didn't even get in. I mean, I think they're martial lawing up the place now.
See, look at this,
man.
Bro. Look at him. Look at him in the real suit. That's him in the real suit.
You see
that too. See.
Yeah.
That's him really in the fucking suit. Now compare it to this shit. That's not even. Do you see the difference? To my eye, that's like fucking fake compared to. That's really, you know what I mean? There's a difference. For me, this is tangible. See, that's real. I see how it's made there. I see how it's really on top of his body compared to fucking shit like this.
Well, I guess when you're making 80 million, you're pretty much responsible for the success of MCU because you were the tip of the sword.
Yeah.
And you're making 80 million, you can say whatever the hell you want.
Yeah.
You'd be like, hey, I don't want to wear the goddamn suit, man.
I don't want to wear that shit. That shit too hot.
Yeah.
I'm 51 years old. I'm 52 years old.
Wait, so following your trail of thought, when fucking Mystique says, I don't want to be blue, you're cool with that?
If Mystique says she doesn't want to be blue?
Yeah, like Jennifer Lawrence says she doesn't want to be blue. She can't say
bye.
That.
Be like, bye.
Exactly. Well, you can't say the same for...
Someone is going to come in and kick the shit out of this character's ass, and you're going to be sitting home saying, I should have worn blue. That's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
I'm blue.
Well, anyway, with that, Fatty, let's wrap this shit up. Thank you so much for your time. Like, subscribe.
Thank you, guys.
And
thanks.
I am your host, Alfardo, saying adios, guys.
You guys take care. Take care. Stay home.
It's your best move.
Be